Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
We the only team don't play games. Championship rings need champagne. Babylon can't stop this campaign. Rampage, guess I know why the heathen rage. Cause the guys be bringing it out. This kingdom we bringing it down. Lost sheep we'd have been found. Wait until we get a crown. Crown talk, yeah, just that crown talk. Nehemiah don't want to be like Nino Brown now. Cause this that king talk. Real life king talk. Like Solomon, I see things clearly like a greenhouse. The wordplay can't get colorful. The scriptures cutting you the butter too. Not to mention we a living legend. Don't know what to do when a myth is standing right in front of you. You better watch and just take notes. The father sent the flood, then a rainbow. But his son coming back with fire. So it ain't gonna be no more scapegoats. Let me tell you what the prophecy, unparalleled with the prophecies. Stopping fritz, bodies in the street. My people property in this monopoly. Call it America, where the dreams come true. When nightmares and the demons come too. The sodomite agenda. I don't give a damn if you offended.
Let me show you something real quick, sister. Jeremiah 17 and verse 5.
Bring it on.
Verse 4. And I feel what you're saying, sis. I feel what you're saying. But understand, everything that was taught to us here was not taught to us for our benefit, right? Like even how to love our kids. It was not given to us for our benefit to teach us how to truly love our children, truly love our wives, truly love for women, truly how to love their husbands. Nothing that we've been taught here in America was for the benefit of the so-called black man or black woman. Right. So now we got to come back to what God says, because for so long we've been without God. Right. What that is, Second Chronicles 15 and 3, and then get Jeremiah 17 and 4. Just show you one thing real quick. One thing. Then Officer David gonna come up and edify you. You got it? Second Chronicles. You got 2 Chronicles 15 and 3.
Second Chronicles.
Watch this. So this is real close.
Chapter 15, verse 3.
Read in the mic, God, so you be a little louder.
2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 3.
Watch this.
Now, for a long season, Israel have been without the true God.
So God says, for a long time, we've been without the true God, meaning the true understanding of God. For a very long time, we've been serving God the wrong way, because guess who taught us? Master. And while he was teaching us, he was beating us over our back and forcing us to read his language and learn his doctrine. Right? Like even in Haiti, there's a lot of witchcraft and voodoo that goes on down in Haiti. Who taught us that? The Spanish conquistadors and the French. Right. They taught us those things. So now God said for a long time, what? Read it again.
Now for a long time season, Israel have been without a true God.
Read.
And without a teaching priest.
So without the teaching priest, guess who the priests were? Your tribe. The so-called Haitians, they were Levite. They were the tribe that taught the rest of the nation of Israel. But guess what happens to the brothers and sisters in Haiti? They was colonized. Like, what's his name? Toussaint. Toussaint rebelled against the French, right? You know about that history. You from Haiti, you know about that history. He was a great man, but he was not able to redeem our people because we was discontinued from our heritage. Go what you guys, Jeremiah 17 and 4. Now watch this. So what you said, I feel you, but it still comes from what we've been taught. And guess what? When we was on the west coast of Africa, we weren't naked. We were beautiful, had long dresses, royalty. They told us we were savages and apes. Who got the Babylon Timbuktu? You got the Babylon Timbuktu? Oh, you can't move out of post, bro. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this real quick, sister. Get the Babylon Timbuktu for me, and let's show the sister what we was doing on the west coast of Africa. Read what you got, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Come on.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
So you ever liked a certain pair of shoes, and then you go to pick the shoes up from Foot Locker or wherever, and they say they've been what? Discontinued? What does that mean? Right, they're not selling them no more, right? So now, find it for me, bro. Find it for me. It talks about what we was doing on the west coast of Africa. Maybe the Bantu Jews or something like that. The Senegal Jews or something like that. Find it for me. So read it again. Read it again. Come on.
Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
So God said when we came into slavery, we would discontinue from our true heritage. We will be a long time without the true God. So now we don't know how to dress. Right. Now we don't even know what to eat. We got something in the South they call what? Slave food. Cause you from Haiti, right? But you just Haitian. Right. Okay, so-called. Levite, what you actually are. Right. But most of us, we grew up here in the South. Guess what we was eating? Chitlins. That's pig intestines. Right. You gotta clean it to get the boo-boo off. So you was born, so you ate some chitlins before too, right? Okay, well we ate chitlins, right. And it was disgusting, and the reason we ate it because our slave master used to throw us the worst part of the pig. Right. You understand that? So a lot of things we learned here has been wrong, right? Read it again. You got that for me?
Even thou, even thyself. It might be Molly.
It talks about what we was doing on the west coast of Africa, how we was doctors, lawyers, carpenters, all that. Read.
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Read.
That I gave thee.
Read.
And thy land, which thou knowest not. For ye shall kindle a fire in my anger.
So we make God angry, so God allowed us to go into slavery. And when we came into slavery, we lost our heritage. We lost who we really are. Right. We lost our understanding. Read.
Which shall burn forever.
And God was angry with us for a long time. What forever means until Christ comes. Keep reading though. Right. No. Go to Sirach 17:11 now.
Bring it up.
So what is that heritage that God is speaking of? I'm gonna show you real quick.
Bring it up.
Watch this. Sirach 17:11. Y'all found it? See if y'all can find it. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 17 verse 11.
Read.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
So see that? God gave us knowledge and the laws of life as an heritage. When it says the laws of life, what it means is God gave us thou shalt not kill. Right. That's a law of life. Now, if I don't kill my brother, he can raise a family. He can have a wife. That's right. He can be fruitful. Right. She sit down to use the bathroom. So God says for a woman to have easy access or easily use the bathroom, to have a dress on, and you can just sit down and use the bathroom, it's nothing. It's free. When women put on pants, does it call a chemical imbalance with the woman? Right. You ever heard of yeast infections?
Bring it out.
Where they come from? Tight pants, tight tights, because that area is not meant to be confined. Right. It's meant to breathe. Right. When it's confined, it gives it that chemical imbalance. That's why God said he don't want his daughters wearing that, right? What that is, let's say, instead of sweet smell, stink. Isaiah chapter 3. Yeah, Isaiah 3:16. Watch this, sister.
Bring it out.
Because what's happened is our sisters have been so glorified in this society that their mind has become haughty. Haughty means prideful, to where the man can't tell them nothing now. But God wants his daughters to be submissive. Not to no Negro, not to no nigga that just out here doing wickedness. Right. He wants you to be submissive to a righteous man. But in order to get a righteous man, you have to become righteous yourself. Right. You'll attract those righteous men. Watch this, read.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16, 24.
Verse 16. I want to read verse 16. Yeah.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
You're a daughter of Zion, right? You are a daughter of Zion. You are a princess. A princess that has power with God according to the Bible. That's what Israel means. Read.
And walk with the stretched forth neck.
See that? He said our sisters have become haughty and they walk with stretched forth necks. You know what that means? Rolling their neck. Can't nobody tell them nothing. You know. You watch your sisters. You see how your sisters act, right? Go ahead.
And wanton eyes.
And wanton eyes mean they got lustful eyes. They know how to use their eyes to manipulate men. That's what he means. Read.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Walking and mincing as they go. Read.
And making a twinkling with their feet.
And making a tinkling with their feet. What God is saying is, you know how sisters put them heels on and she walk down the hallway and she be real loud because she got that tight dress on. She ready for all the men in the building to see her. That's what God is saying our sisters have become. That's what they're doing. Right. You know it's right. It's touching your spirit. Watch this. Read.
Therefore the Lord will smite thee with the scab of the crown of thy head.
So God says, since our woman has started doing that, he will smite the crown of their head. Right. Like I noticed you got dreadlocks. That's a beautiful thing. Right. Natural hair. Right. But a lot of our sisters suffer from what? Alopecia. Their edges are falling out because of wearing weave for so long. They don't embrace their natural, curly, beautiful, thick hair. Right. Right or wrong? You know it. So now the Bible is telling us the reason for that is because we've gone against God. Right. Since we've gone against God, God said, I'm going to smite their head. You know what smites y'all head, right? The perm. Right. Because you've been taught that the white woman's hair is beautiful and yours is nappy. Right. Now you got the beautiful hair, but a lot of our sisters don't want to have nothing to do with that hair like you got. Right. They don't want the dreadlocks. They don't want the long locks. You understand? They want the white woman's hair, basically. Right. And when they want the white woman's hair, they put perm in their hair, and it causes what? Fibroids. Right. Do black women get fibroids more than any other people on the earth? You know why? Because the Chinese man and the so-called East Indian man is selling our women hair that has been sacrificed to idols. Right. Huh? You say your ice is melting? I can't hear you.
Women's service.
We meet. Look on the back of the flyer. We meet every Saturday at 2 o'clock. Because of this COVID-19, they got it. What they got to do? They got us diminished down to where we can only have 10. We got 20 people in the building now, so we can have 20 people in the building. So of course we got over 100 members. So we all can't meet at the same time. But you got our flyer. On the back of the flyer is our number. You call our number to come to one of our phones. We'll get you linked up with one of our wives. You can talk to another sister that's in this. Or you can just come by the school every Saturday at 2 o'clock. Right. All right? So I know your ice melting, but this is the most important thing you're going to get on the planet Earth. Right. We might never see you again. Right. So we're going to keep giving you the scriptures until you pull out. Right. Read what you got. Read what you got, Doc.
Therefore the Lord will smite them with the scab of the crown of their head.
Now read 24, what you was going to read earlier.
Verse 24.
Watch this.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
That's talking about the chemical imbalances that come from women wearing tight clothing in their crotch area. It's not for the woman. Right. She is meant to breathe down there. When she goes against God and says, I'm going to do what I want to do, that's when the stench comes. Right? That's when the chemical imbalance comes. That's when the odors come. Right. Why? Because of sin against the Lord. Now, the Lord wants the sisters to not be that way. The Lord wants the sister to be long flowing dress. 1 Timothy 2:9. The Lord wants our sister to wear long flowing dress. We lost that in slavery. Right. Now He's telling us in the last days to redo it. Who got Instagram? Which one of y'all got Instagram? Look up the daughter of Sarah page and show it to her before she leave real quick. Look up this daughter of Sarah page. I'm gonna show you some sisters in our congregation across the world. We got 70-some churches all over the world. Let me show you how they dress real quick. Read what you got.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also that the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
In like manner also that the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel. In modest apparel. That's how a woman earns respect. That's how a woman earns respect. She's supposed to wear a dress according to the Bible. Right. She's not supposed to wear show her all curves, because she's not gonna get a man of God. She's not gonna get a righteous man. She's gonna get a man like this. Give me that in 1 Timothy 5:8.
Right up.
If you want, black woman, if you want a man to respect you, you have to wear modest apparel. Put a dress on. Stop wearing tight clothing to show all your curves. Who are your curves for? Your husband. Right. Only for your husband. Right. All right, give me that. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8.
1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8.
Come on.
But if any provide not for his own.
This is the man that the black woman is going to get if she's not wearing modest apparel. Come on.
And especially for those of his, but if any provide not for his own.
If any man provide not for his own, meaning his children and his wife, come on.
And especially for those of his own house.
Especially of those of their own house, come on.
He have denied the faith.
Meaning he don't believe in this Bible. Come on.
And worse things as an infidel.
And worse than an infidel, meaning worse than an unbeliever. Right. A man does not believe in this Bible if he's not taking care of his kids. All right?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.